Warm welcome. This is Markus Termin at the 29th of April 2024. The sun is in the sign of Taurus and the moon is in the sign of Capricorn. That means we do have the trine in between moon and sun. This is the most important thing. This is a harmonic ground base. Two other things of bigger importance happen today, which is the conjunction in between Mars and Neptune in the sign of Pisces. That is happening today. If one of you is born with a Piscean sun and an Aries rising, for instance, or an Aries sun and a Pisces rising, that's the conjunction of the year for you. There are two forces meeting that give a sense of unification in between two forces that, we're talking about Poseidon, Neptune. Neptune gets Mars forces. This is actually what is happening, and we can use it either the good or the bad way. Both is possible. Hope you choose the good way. Then second, in the afternoon, Venus, Middle European summertime, Venus is going to change into her domicile, into what she's ruling, daytime ruling. This is Taurus domicile, and as you can see, a whole lot of planets are waiting in Taurus already, which is Jupiter, Uranus, the Sun is in Taurus, and now Venus is going to add up. Venus is going to be important because Venus kind of owns the Taurus sign and lifts it up to higher value. That's about worth, that's about even income, that's about all the things of higher pleasure in reality. The only thing that might give reason for a little hesitance on shouting out the big glory of Taurus uprising is the square position Venus makes as she enters Taurus. She right away makes the square position to Pluto in Aquarius. And what does that mean? If we take Pluto in Aquarius as the one who's rolling out the new idea of freedom to the world, then Venus does a square position to that, and again we pop out at the sentence from Erich Fromm, one of the famous German ethical philosophers, saying having or being, to have something, to own it, Venus in Taurus, or to have liberty. This is a square position. There's a need to balance those things out. Looking forward for tomorrow, this is not happening today, but it's going to happen tomorrow, as Mars has met Neptune today, which is happening today. He's right away tomorrow going to march in the sign that he owns himself, daytime owner, which is Aries. And from tomorrow on, we'll have the situation that both Mars and Venus will reside in their own signs. That makes a big difference to what we have experienced over the last month, actually. Because that means that the overall ruler, Neptune, who was the end of the chain of rulers, it all finished up with Neptune. Why is that? Because look at the sun. The sun is in Taurus. Taurus is being ruled by Venus. Venus was for a long time, or is still as I'm speaking now, in the sign of Aries. Aries is being ruled by Mars. Mars is in Pisces, and Pisces is being ruled by Neptune. So it all ends up at Neptune. But that changes as soon as one of the planets gets into his domicile, the house that he owns. And this is actually happening with Venus this afternoon. And that means we have two rulers of the own signs in the own sign, which is Venus and Neptune. And in addition to that, we'll experience Mars to kind of reoccupy his own sign, Aries. So we are coming out of a time of disorientation and on the other hand, high spiritual chances coming to a time of bigger forces, bigger footprints of the planets, because Venus in her own sign, that's strength, and strength means going forward, doing things, even the more with Mars, of course, in the sign of Aries. So we have to expect the following weeks to be more troubling in strength than the past weeks, for good or for bad, but there's some energy coming up, filling up the space. This is what I want to tell you. If you want to find out how this works in your personal chart, just get in contact with me. Up there, the mail address is fine. And down here at my German blog site, you'll find the conditions for a consultation. This is Markus Termin at the 29th of April 2024.